not something that you can control. So even, you know, when they say they stole the credit, so many credit card numbers and so forth, that information is out there. Hopefully whoever got it didn't really know what they got, and they won't target you. But you know, once you lose control of it, you lost control of it. You know, and once you put it on the net, you lost control. So I would simply say I put as less out there as possible. You know, I picked up some drugs from the drugstore yesterday, CVS, my favorite drug dealer. My favorite drug dealer, CVS. And you know, they asked me for my driver's license number, and immediately the guy started putting in my driver's license number into the computer. You know, I don't want you to do that. You know, so even when they tell you, you know, you can challenge them on taking data from you. You know, so I would just suggest whatever you do, as Raymond said, you know, just be conscious that if you've been on the web, it can be retrieved by somebody somewhere. Okay.
I am on Facebook. It's one of the ways you can find out who else on Facebook, and what my kids are putting on Facebook is that I have to be on Facebook, right? But to probably want to see a picture of me and no personal information. I can go on Facebook right now and I see students with their picture, their birthday, and their address. Now I could take your picture, your birthday information. I can make an ID of you, okay? So one of the things I do as a part of my courses, I give a lecture, class period on the do's and don'ts on Facebook. But you don't, you know, the thing about stealing your identity is why you don't want to put a lot of information. But if you're on there, the company is going to think about, is this person, is this the image, how is this information this person has on Facebook going to affect my company image? Because once you become a part of a company, the things that you do will reflect upon them, and they want to make sure that how you present yourself on Facebook, or even professionally, even your offline behavior doesn't have an adverse impact on their image. So it's very, very important that you monitor, and like Dr. Montgomery indicated, once it's out there, and Mr. Reynolds, once it's out there, you can't take it back. It's in cyberspace. No telling where it might end up.
All right, thanks, gentlemen. Should we have some time for questions? I think we're getting close to the end of the hour.
I think we got 5 minutes for questions. Questions.
Besides being interpersonal, what would you say the top 3 intangibles that your company would? Besides being interpersonal, what would you say the top 3 intangibles that your company is looking for?
Well, I would say communication skills. You know, how well you come across, whether you can organize a logical discussion, sell a idea, put a presentation together. You know, how will you communicate? That would be, I think, a really big plus. And as we've said before, any kind of team experience you have in your background, working together in a group, whether it's a volunteer activity or even a school project that was done as a team, I think excellent experience. And Brant's got the third one.
I guess along those lines, you know, leadership, how you strike us from a motivational standpoint, if you're self-motivated. As Ron said earlier in the session here, we like the idea that people know to do something and not always are waiting to be told to do something. So, you know, you're now out in the business world, you're looking to make things better, more productive. So it's that sense when we're in the interview process that you're a self-starter. So any of those kind of opportunities that you could share where you were a self-starter, or you changed something, change agent, those are good things to focus on.
Rod, you want to add?
We try try to encourage our students to be aware that the BS degree is simply the starting point, not the end point. As you go through your career, you need to continue to embrace lifelong learning and lifelong learning skills and so forth, and to be conscious of the fact that everybody in the world is not an engineer, so treat them that way.
Let me add one more real quick, and that's the sense of practicality. You know, the ideas that you've learned, the textbook theories, they're easy to implement on paper, but you need to be able to translate them into practical applications. So whether it's an engineering tool, some sense that you can take theory and turn it into practice, it's really critical.
Well, they're going to be here. We got 2 more forums or open discussions tomorrow. So if you didn't get your question in today, hopefully you can get it in tomorrow. But let's give our panel a hand, especially our moderators.